So far, all the games on the girls' side, at least, haven't really been super close, but this one, in the 8-9 matchup, you expect to be pretty close. We should be in for some good basketball.
Yeah, 8-9 matchups, always the best matchups in tournaments. You get the two teams closest to each other battling to take on Monument Valley tomorrow.
Badgers control the tip. It's Van Dyke looking inside. Michaela Jones, she's no good on her attempt, but Van Dyke brings it back, and that's no good. And Jones tries to create another possession and does as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and just hustle there on the offensive glass for the Badgers, not giving up on the play, getting those extra possessions.
Van Dyke, just a freshman, a good move. That's no good. Rebound brought down from Ashlyn Alphin. Wayne in a 2-3 zone. Manila works it around. It's Slosh. He starts fast and starts early with the Bryce Canyon City 3.
Yeah, and great ball movement there led to that three-pointer. Slaw not hesitating, going up for the shot.
I know we've talked about just the veteran presence for Manila, but all of these girls are girls that we're used to seeing in past state tournaments that have stepped up, and Slaw has been one that has been fantastic in the tournament in the past. Jones inside works against Sadie Davis, and she converts, so a strong move inside from Jones.
Yeah, great post move there, just going in, getting into the paint, and going up with the shot.
Manila working it around, and a beautiful look inside. It's Sadie Davis who hit Alphin, but Alphin misses on the layup, and Blackburn runs the other way for the Badgers. Good crossover, stops and pops, but no good. Travel called from Manila, so Wayne will keep it on this side of the floor. Jones attacks Davis, gives it to Van Dyke. Blackburn looks inside to Jones, a good feed. Jones faces a double team and takes one too many steps, so she gets called for a travel. Looked like she may have had a Williams on the other block when she spun around.
Yeah, just wasn't quite anticipating getting double team there on the block, caught her by surprise, and shuffled her feet before she could dump off the pass.
Manila now on the other side gets called for too many steps. It's Ashlyn Alphin. Early sub, Reagan Browning checks in, and that will send Alphin to the bench.
And good defense here early on from both sides, not giving either team open looks in the paint.
Good dish from Blackburn. She does that so well, but a great recovery from Sadie Davis saves the layup. And then a takeaway by the Badgers. It's Morrill. He gives it to Jones, and the Badgers start the break the other way. Blackburn, a great pass to Van Dyke. She's unable to finish. So a couple of early good looks, but not able to convert. Great catch from Sadie Davis. She misses. Both teams yet to get going much offensively in the first 3 minutes. Blackburn attacks and hands to Jones, and she loses it out of bounds. They'll say it stays with Wayne. Everybody kind of started going to the other end of the floor.
And Manila's going to take a timeout here, trying to reset their offense.
We'll take one as well. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Harwood and Reese Construction on KSLSports.com.
Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks. To road base and gravel supplies, call
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout. For banking designed to help you score more, Zions Bank is for you. And a quick turnover on the inbounds out of the timeout for Wayne. Manila goes the other way. Davis in the corner for three, rims out. Rebound brought down by Timber Wood, who just checked into the game. Wood goes in the corner to Savannah Williams, and she rips the cords on a Bryce Canyon City three, nothing but net.
Yeah, it was great ball movement there, and then Williams in the corner wide open, doesn't hesitate. The senior getting her first basket of the night.
Manila works it around. Davis gets a good look on the baseline. She misses. Rebound brought down by Macy Jackson. Blackburn finds Williams waiting in the corner. Her foot's on the line, and she misses. And a tie-up will be called. Arrow favors Manila.
And again, Savannah Williams coming in and out of this timeout, not hesitating on any shots, catching it and going right up with the jump shots, unable to get that one to go.
Manila just has the sloth three so far to this point. They'll miss again, and a timeout called by Coach Stevens. We'll take one as well. This is state championship basketball. Brought to you by Bryce Canyon Car Show and Canyon to Canyon Family Bike Ride on 1aball.com.
Rafter Lazy J Fence Company started building fence in 2000. We cover the southern half of Utah, building all types of fence, agricultural, residential, and commercial. Call the Jones Boys.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We are here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Loa Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small-town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you power forward, Zions Bank is for you. And AJ Van Dyke out of the timeout, takes some contact and goes to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. She connects on the first free throw. AJ, the younger sister of Andy and Allie Van Dyke, who have been such a key part of the Wayne Badgers over the last 4 or 5 years, and obviously Andy helping lead the Badgers to a state tournament last year. So there's been some big shoes to fill, but AJ has come in and done a great job stepping up, and just as a freshman helping to fill those shoes. She averages 12 points and 7 rebounds.
Yeah, real impressive, especially as a freshman to come in. But when you have those two as your older sisters, you're having a lot of competition growing up.
And that's what Coach Stevens was talking about before the game. He said that AJ, her work ethic outside of practice is what really stands out to him and makes her such an impressive player. It's not just when the team is together, but she's always working on her game, developing new skills, and that's what happens when you grow up with Andy and Allie. She's on the bench now, but Wayne will continue to operate and try to build on this 7-0 run. They turn it over. So Manila, they've gone cold over the last, coming up on 4 minutes without a field goal. Cameron Slaw works her way around and uses the glass. No good. Sadie Davis fights for the rebound. A lot of contact, no whistle. Timberwood comes away with it, and it's ripped away by Browning. That's no good. And back to Timberwood, it was Cassie Wall who got it, and now a foul called against Manila. So Cassie Wall checked in, got the offensive rebound, but wasn't able to finish.
And it looks like they just called it out of bounds there. They didn't call the reach, so
no foul.
No foul, which can be good news if you're Manila, not getting that third team foul here early in the first quarter. After
After falling behind 3-0, it's been 7 straight for Wayne. AJ back into the game, and she goes to work, gets it knocked away. It's a tough shot. And Manila haven't been able to score, but they've held strong on the defensive end. Sadie Davis inside, and a great strong finish through Van Dyke. Sadie Davis on the board.
Yeah, and that's one of the first times we've seen the Mustangs attack the basket as they get the fast break here.
And there goes Castley Wall, not able to finish on the bunny, so they had a chance to tie it. You know, despite all the struggles offensively, they find themselves right there. Inside, Jones, good move, nothing there, but Van Dyke cleans it up. So we see Van Dyke, she's young, but she's ready for the bright lights.
Yeah, 4 points early on here to lead the way for the Badgers.
Manila works around Castley Wall. She uses the glass to knock through the Bryce Canyon City three.
And at 2:50 in the afternoon, the bank is still open in Richfield.
That is true. Zions Bank, they've got timeouts for us. They've got, the bank is open. So Zions Bank, a great support for the tournament. Castley Wall paying her dues, saying the bank is open. Let's use it. Savannah Williams hands off to Wood. They're trying to find Jones inside, but Sadie Davis has been great defensively so far on Jones. That's not an easy player to stop. Savannah Williams is able to spread the floor, and she does just that, knocks down her second Bryce Canyon City three.
Yeah, and just great ball movement again, and then Wayne finding the open shooters. Williams capitalizing with her second three.
Manila trying to find something. Sadie Davis inside. They call a foul on Van Dyke. Both Davis and Van Dyke were kind of going to the ball, and they both took a hit. The contact goes against Van Dyke.
And the Badgers doing a good job here not fouling in the first quarter. That's just their first foul here. But now Manila has a chance to just run this down and take one final shot in the first quarter.
Manila goes inbounds to Slaw, and there's more contact, so she'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
And what do I know? They go right in and catch and shoot on the inbound.
The hold for the last possession final shot really isn't applicable in almost all of these 1A games. Nobody really does it. It's pretty rare you find a team that'll hold for the final shot.
That's why I don't get paid to coach.
Hey, I think the analytics would support you on holding for the final shot. I think there's nothing wrong with doing that. Cameron Slaw, by the way, she is third all-time in Manila for single-season threes made in a season. She already hit one in the quarter. She's at 29 on the year. 33 is second most, and 35 is the school record. So if Manila can play their way through the weekend, Slaw will have a chance to make some Manila history. Sadie Davis, a good catch inside. No good on the layup. She gets it back and may have thought that there wasn't as much time left, but a save underneath the own basket. Alpha not able to finish, so Wayne catches a break just before the first quarter buzzer sounds. It's been Wayne 12, Manila 9. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Lamb Excavating on TeamHive.live.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, featuring arena events including ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Bran Hill. And the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better. So why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce, with the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The ice ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at rubysin.com.
Welcome back to State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Garfield Memorial Hospital on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1. Wayne holding on to a 3-point lead. They led for almost all of the first quarter. Manila jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but a 7-0 run in response built them this lead, and Manila has slowly chipped back to make it just one possession.
Yeah, and that run's been led by Savannah Williams for the Badgers with 6 points on a pair of threes.
Van Dyke gets the pass tipped by Callie Bear. It'll stay with the Badgers. Van Dyke looks inside to Jones. Oh, a great feed over to Van Dyke, and the shot clock expires. I think Van Dyke thought there's no way I should be this open, and almost scared her a little bit, and she throws it too long.
Yeah, just kind of, like you said, being surprised at how open she was, just put a little too much on that layup, forcing the shot clock violation.
Badgers come away with a steal. Williams, a great look to Morrill. She's not able to catch it in stride for the layup. Williams, she's been hot from behind the arc. She misses that one, and it's tipped out off of Abby Schofield. Reagan Blackburn and Timber Wood check back in for Wayne. Macy Jackson and Michaela Jones will go to the bench. Drive inside by Timber Wood, no good, and Manila gathers the rebound. Sadie Davis faces a double team, whips it over. His ball's batted around. Callie Bear comes away with it, out to Slaw for the three. No good. Lily Morrill goes the other way for the Badgers. Morrill has space, tosses it over to Wood. Williams around the Van Dyke screen, nothing but daylight, and she finishes for two. Back up to a 5-point lead for Wayne.
Yeah, Williams showing she can score from all levels of the court. Hit a couple threes in the first quarter, then goes off the dribble for the layup.
She's up to 8 on the game. She leads all scorers. Largest lead for Wayne. Sadie Davis tries to chip back into the lead. Can't get it. Put back by Bears, no good, and bodies are on the floor. No whistles yet, and eventually a jump ball. What do you say we do some Fab Rats trivia?
I'm all for some Fab Rats trivia.
Fab Rats is an entertaining, family-friendly YouTube channel. We ask a trivia question. You email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. The winner will get a Fab Rats t-shirt from the broadcast booth, and Sadie Davis has no time for Fab Rats. She makes quick work on the inbounds for two. Our Fab Rats question is, what color is Hunter's Chevy Nova? So the email's on your screen, uhsslive@gmail.com, and earn a free Fab Rats t-shirt. What color is Hunter's Chevy Nova? Manila gets the stop on the other end, and they go back to work on offense. Chance to tie with a three. Bear drives in and gets the two, so back-to-back baskets for Manila, and it's a one-point game.
And and just like that, with as much as the Mustangs offense has struggled here so far in the first half, their defense keeping them in the game. It's been great defense by both teams so far.
A.J. Van Dyke will head to the bench. Jones checks back in. Reagan Blackburn drives on Slaw. Williams goes inside to Jones, and the first foul of the second quarter. So both teams playing physical but not fouling. That will go against Callie Bear. Inside to Jones. She backs down on Davis. Williams gets it blocked. Cassidy Wall is there to stop it. She said, I've seen this before. I know you're going up with it.
Yeah, exactly. The Mustangs learned quickly that you got to close out on Williams in that corner. Getting there for the block that time was Wall.
And it's a luxury to have the inside-out games of Jones and Van Dyke, then out to Williams when she can spot up and shoot for three. So we see the Badgers utilize that offense a lot. But that time, Cassidy Wall was all over it, and a jump ball will give the arrow to the Badgers. Blackburn goes inside to Jones. Nowhere to go. Timberwood now attacks, and she takes a bump from Callie Bear, so she'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, it was a great drive there by Wood, going through the defender to draw the contact, getting to the free throw line for just the third and fourth free throws of the game for the Badgers.
First free throw is no good. Wayne just has 2 points on the Savannah Williams drive in this quarter. Now the free throw adds to that. Manila goes inside. Sadie Davis, no good. Ball's batted around and finds Jones, but Davis with a rip out from behind. What a play, as Jones was looking to outlet it, and Sadie Davis said, give me that.
Yeah, Davis just used her long arms to reach over, steal the ball away, and then went right through Timberwood, as Wood did on the other end, to pick up, draw the foul, and go to the free throw line here.
Both teams have held a lead in this game, but the game hasn't been tied yet. If Sadie Davis converts, we'll have the first tie. Manila only led for a total of 20 seconds at the beginning of the game.
And I always found it interesting that this counts as the first tie of the game, though technically it starts at a tie.
0-0. We were tied before. That is correct.
But the stats never count that as a tie in the game.
That just would be. Would that be fair? When somebody leads wire to wire, they didn't actually lead wire to wire. Jones, she converts. The ball was tipped around, batted around for a little bit, but Jones happily finds it underneath the basket and gives Wayne back the lead. Slaw tries to go inside. She finds Davis. Through a forest of Wayne arms, it gets taken away. Sadie Davis with the errant pass. Blackburn has such good handles. She controls for Wayne. Macy Jackson trying to back down Cassidy Wall, can't. Instead gives it to Jones, and a tough shot, no good. Timeout taken by Jay Schofield. We'll take one as well. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Legacy Ace Hardware on 1aball.com.
Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Haynesville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
This is the moment. You're here. Where you belong, you belong, you belong.
When you come to Capitol Reef Country in Wayne County, you won't just experience the rural life, hiking, fishing, or ATVing, but you will live it. Capitol Reef Country, Wayne County Tourism, and Wayne County wish the Wayne Badgers success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout for Big Time Banking with the home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. Wayne has been able to hold on small but still the lead.
Yeah, we mentioned at the top of the show that A.J. Van Dyke for the Badgers, despite being a freshman, is actually leading the team in scoring. She recently went to the bench, but the Badgers have been able to keep their lead, despite some aggressive defense from Manila.
And right on cue, as you talk about it, A.J. Van Dyke heads to the scores table. So with that dead ball, she'll now check back in.
Almost like they heard us.
That's right.
Hey, they're always listening.
If you've been Wayne for the last 5 years, as Van Dyke casts for three, wastes no time getting involved in the action. The last 4 or 5 years, you've been used to having a Van Dyke on the floor, so it's not often that you see no Van Dykes out there.
And if you're a Badgers fan, I think you're happy that even after this year, you've got 3 more years with A.J. Van Dyke on the court.
That's right. It's a long run for the Van Dyke family. They've got some hardware to show for it, too. Although it was the one gap year right when Allie had graduated and before A.J. started playing, so Andy brought the hardware back last year with the state championship. Jones takes it at Davis inside. Davis with great hands gets the block. Davis has done a fantastic job slowing down Jones in the first half. Baseline jumper is no good by Bear. Slaw chases down the rebound, finds Davis, who goes in with a little right hook, and she ties it back up.
Yeah, and Davis doing it on both ends of the court. She now has
Davis does it again. She just got a turnover.
Slaw rims out on the layup. The second try is no good. Reagan Blackburn takes a bump. So it'll be out of bounds for Wayne, an opportunity to take back the lead. They've only had it for about 20 seconds, but they're right on the verge of jumping back out in front.
Yeah, Wayne's jumped out to a couple of big leads early on, and each time Manila's battled back, but every time it's gotten back to tied or a close game, Wayne's answered with a basket.
This is exactly the type of game that we want to see out of an 8-9 matchup. It is absolutely neck and neck right now. Tied 17-17 as Reagan Blackburn gets stopped on that play.
You're exactly right. It's not super common we get a close game on the first day of the tournament, but you look at those 8-9, 7-10 matchups to try to bring you that excitement, and this game has delivered. It's been good basketball, sharp play from both sides. And you'd expect that. Jay Schofield and Kerry Stevens, they're great coaches, a lot of discipline. This is Jay's just first year, so he gets that taste of the tournament.
And the Badgers could get a 2-for-1 here if they are conscious of the shot clock, which most teams have not been to this point, as we've talked about.
Van Dyke, she is no good on the jumper. So Manila with possession, under a minute to go in the first half, a chance to grab the lead. Davis has helped lead the comeback. She throws up to Wall. Wall's three splashes through, and a 3-point lead for Manila. And they create a quick turnover, so a chance to add to it. Wall goes back. Williams gets in position and takes the charge. That's a great hustle play from Williams after the turnover.
Yeah, great hustle play from Williams. She knew that Wall was going to drive into the paint there. She got there in plenty of time and just stood there and took the charge.
Lots of times with the block charge call, there's sometimes some controversy. That one was pretty obvious. I mean, Williams did a great job hustling back. She was in position and just embraced the contact. Van Dyke gets hit on the other end. She'll go to the free throw line.
And I think that charge was really important for Wayne as we're nearing the end of the half, just to slow down that momentum that Manila was picking up right there as they have the 3-point lead now.
And credit Manila. They have shut down this Wayne offense for the most part. In this quarter, just 2 made field goals. You got one from Williams and one from Jones, but other than that, they've got a couple free throws. So they've really done it on the defensive end, and then the offense, they've slowly got what they've needed. Shot clock turned off, just 20 seconds. Wall goes inside to Davis, but Van Dyke comes in to knock it away and out of bounds.
Great hands.
And we'll see here. If you're Manila, I'd like to see him try to get the ball to Davis down on the block, maybe get an easy layup here on the out-of-bounds play.
Davis has 8 to lead all Manila scorers. They go inside, quick shot by Schofield's no good. Davis chases it down and then coughs it back up, so Morrill takes it the other way. That's no good. Davis grabs the rebound, and the buzzer will sound. So back and forth. It was mainly Wayne in the lead, but Manila fights back and leads after the first 16. Stick around for the SUU halftime report after this.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Give Boulder Mountain Electric a call for all your new and remodel electrical, well maintenance, and contracting needs. Go get 'em, Badgers! Bryan Farm is a proud sponsor of Wayne High School basketball. Check out Bryan Farm for all your farm and ranching needs. Let us service you with fertilizer, fuel, feed, seed, lawn and garden, and much more. Bryan Farm. Brown Brothers Construction offers a wide variety of construction and excavation services. We offer standard and decorative colored concrete to South Central Utah and Northern Arizona. We are excited to announce our concrete pumping service to Kane County, Utah and Coconino County, Arizona. We look forward to our next pour with you. Brown Brothers' success is a direct result of our dedicated and talented employees. If you're looking for a fun and fulfilling employment opportunity, join our team today. Everyone at Brown Brothers Construction wishes all athletes the best of luck in the postseason.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Welcome back for the SUU halftime report. As we watch the Manila cheerleaders perform, we'll recap the first 16 minutes. And no team really jumped out to much of a lead. The largest lead was just 4 in the first half. So a great back and forth game, very evenly matched.
Yeah, you can see why it's the 8-9 matchup here, as both teams are just battling back and forth, neither team getting out to big leads and neither team letting the momentum of runs defer them on the offensive end and answering back.
It was Sadie Davis who led the way for Manila with 8 points. Savannah Williams, the only senior for Wayne, led the way for them with 8 points as well. So you see some of that leadership stepping up on the Wayne side of things. And then Sadie Davis is just such a handful to try to handle down low. Cassie Wall, she hit 2 Bryce Canyon City threes. Cameron Slaw, she hit 1 as well to start. Callie Bear has 2 points. And then AJ Van Dyke, just a freshman, she has 5 points. Michaela Jones has 4. So we see a lot of activity going around. A lot of balanced scoring. It's 2 balanced teams. Not, they have a lot of talent. They have some star players, but no team really relies on just 1 or 2.
Yeah, usually, especially at 1A, you'll see a lot of teams where they'll have 1 star player and then it's trying to hope that someone else steps up with them in a state tournament game. But both Wayne and Manila, they've got 3, 4, 5 players that they can rely on to score consistently, and it's showing here as everybody's getting in on the offensive action today.
Manila only led for a total of 1 minute and 10 seconds in the game, but they hold the lead at the halfway mark. That will do it for the SUU halftime report. Ready to soar with SUU. Check them out at suu.edu. The Wayne cheerleaders will perform, and we'll be back for second half action.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
At Cache Valley Bank, you get all the options and services without all the hassle. Personal and business banking services. From the professional staff of Cache Valley Bank, go Badgers!
Duke's Slick Rock Grill is a family-owned restaurant in Hanksville. We proudly serve the explorers and adventurers that visit southern Utah. Our slow-smoked brisket, Dutch oven ribs, or a juicy ribeye steak, we look forward to serving you. Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Carl, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs & Associates at 435-633-5981.
For over 50 years, Flaming Gorge Resort has offered lodging, restaurant, rafting, RV park, and fishing guides for anyone visiting the Flaming Gorge area. Stop in and see us at Flaming Gorge Resort. Celebrating over 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A basketball. Providing quality concrete to Paiute, Kane, Garfield, and Wayne counties, the mudders at Garfield Ready Mix are the best around.
Mom, we're going to Sam's.
Somebody shut the door! Ugh.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks. To road base and gravel supplies, call
Rafter Lazy J Fence Company started building fence in 2000. We cover the southern half of Utah, building all types of fence, agricultural, residential, and commercial. Call the Jones Boys.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We are here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Loa Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, featuring arena events including ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Bram Hill, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Welcome back to second half basketball of this state championship presentation brought to you by the University of Utah on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1. Manila starts out empty-handed. Sawyer, what did you see from Manila there in the second quarter that kind of allowed them to build up, take the lead going into halftime?
You know, we mentioned it during the halftime report, but I really think Sadie Davis has just been like an energy and a motor for this team, almost like what Draymond Green does for the Warriors. You know, she was absolutely everywhere. She was dominant in the paint, getting boards, causing turnovers, setting screens for her team, and, you know, she's scoring too.
And defensively, she's proved to be a very difficult matchup, as she is for a lot of people, but Jones, who's so good on the block, has had a hard time against Davis, and a great pass in transition down low. Callie Bear finishes for two. Largest lead of the game for Manila.
Yeah, and it all starts on the defensive end, getting the stops, as there was almost a steal there, but it looks like Bear went through the body of the Wayne player, and that is a foul in basketball, unless you're the Knicks.
Unless you're the Knicks and you're going up against the Pistons, who need a big win. Well, just need a win. You call that a big win, winning at Madison Square Garden. But
any win for Detroit is a win.
Van Dyke operates at the elbow. She kicks out to Morrill. Wayne circles it around. Jones tries to go in, but a good decision to kick it out, and a quick closeout is blocked, but into the hands of Van Dyke, and that's no good. So Sadie Davis again gets a stop for Manila. Drive inside, and it's a charge call that goes against Ashlyn Alphen. So one of those rare charge calls that nobody falls over or anything, but they still call it.
Yeah, that one was a lot closer than the charge we saw in the first half, where it could have gone either way as the Badger player started going down for the block as well. But as soon as you lower the shoulder and extend your arm, it's going to be a charge every time.
Wood goes the other way for Wayne. Blackburn, who's a great leader and point guard for this team, has been a little quiet offensively, but goes inside to Van Dyke, and that's no good.
You know, I really think Wayne need to try and find some perimeter scoring, because they're just at a height disadvantage when they go into the paint.
Cassidy Wall, she's knocked down 2 threes, doesn't that time, but Ashlyn Alphen is there to clean up the miss, and she'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
And it all starts with that offensive rebound again for the Mustangs. Not counting on your teammates to make the basket, though you hope they do, obviously, but every time you chase the glass, offensive rebounds come down to who wants it more.
Manila was in this 8-9 matchup a year ago in the first round, but that game wasn't close. They lost to Panguitch 54-28. This time the 8-9 matchup is living up to the close game hype. Manila slowly extending the lead, though. They're up by 5. A drive by Williams, no good, and Castley Wall goes running in for the rebound.
And who else to defer that shot but Davis for the Mustangs.
Cameron Slaw, she cashes in, and she's inching closer towards Manila history. Carrie Stevens whistles timeout. Largest lead for Manila. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Chad Lyman on KTTA 8.1.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce, with the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you stay in the game no matter where you are, Zions Bank is for you. And Wayne is trying to stay in this game as Manila has blitzed them to start this second half. Going all the way back into the first half, they're on an 11-1 run. They've scored all 6 in the second half.
And it starts with this defense for the Mustangs. The Badgers haven't been able to figure out this trap defense.
Savannah Williams has been the leading scorer for Wayne. And she finds an open look on the baseline, but not able to go. So you sense a little bit of that cold shooting, and you start to pressure a little bit from Wayne. Be big to see them get one to fall.
Yeah, and I think as soon as they can get one to fall, I think that can help slow down this Mustangs momentum on the other end as well. It helps out the Badgers defense when they're scoring.
Blackburn tries her luck at a 3. That's no good. The last field goal for Wayne came at the 3:37-minute mark in the second quarter, so they're almost come up on a full 8 minutes without a made field goal. And Davis gets called for the loose ball foul, trying to grab her own miss.
Yeah, when you're playing as aggressive as Davis has all game, you're going to pick up a few of those fouls where you're going after offensive rebounds. But now you have to be careful, as that's 3 fouls on Davis here.
And Wayne, they had won 5 straight games going into the Region 20 tournament. So they were coming into that feeling good, and they lost their 2. Their second game they played Valley and led 25-11 at halftime and lost that game in the second half. So since that half, that kind of unraveled there, and they held on to the lead most of the first half here, but now it's kind of slipping. And Coach Stevens calls another timeout as their second halves have just been causing them trouble lately. This is state championship basketball, brought to you by Ruby's Inn on 1aball.com.
Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Haynesville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
This is the moment. You're here. Where you belong, you belong, you belong.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. For game-winning banking with a home team feel, Zions Bank is for you.
As we were going into that that last ad break, you were talking about how Wayne have struggled with letting leads go a little bit, and I wonder how much that has to do with just their lack of experience. You know, we mentioned at the top of the game, Wayne is a super, super young team. If you look at it, almost entirely freshmen and sophomores, just one senior and one junior. Whereas if you look at Manila, they're a lot older. A couple juniors, several juniors actually, a couple seniors, and then just a couple sophomores. So, you know, I think the experience of Manila is really starting to take over as we're heading into this second half here.
And that's a great point. That's kind of what, you know, the two coaches talked about before the game. Coach Stevens for Wayne, you know, he said this team, the reason that they're going to be able to compete this year and why he feels good about this team is they're so coachable. They love learning new things. He talked about them doing new drills and practice. That's what these girls love. But that also comes with the territory of, you know, this is new for them, being in the tournament for a lot of these players and trying to claw their way back. So that comes with the territory. Well, that can be great. And then the flip side, you know, Coach Schofield, he just said he loves the leadership on this team. And they bring back almost their whole rotation from a year ago, all 5 starters, and you start to see that pay off in the state tournament. Jones gets to the free throw line. She has 4 points. She hit the last field goal for the Badgers all the way back at the 3:37 mark of the second quarter. No field goals for the Badgers since. They've hit just 2 free throws in that span. Slaw attacks Morrill over to Davis. No hesitation inside. Tough shot, can't get it to go, and Morrill fights for the rebound. Williams, a good look up to Van Dyke, but she can't control it, and it trickles out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the right idea there from Williams, trying to get Van Dyke on the fast break. Just threw it a little too far there, out of Van Dyke's reach for the turnover. But in a game where points are premium, if you're the Badgers, you got to hope your defense holds up to how it's been playing to allow your offense a chance to come back.
Castley Wall goes quickly the other way, no good. Williams grabs the rebound. Blackburn looking to attack. She's always got her eyes up in transition. Van Dyke inside, no good, and Manila grabs the rebound. So not a lot of second chance opportunities. Manila is holding Wayne to 1 shot, and their defense has been so good over the last 8 minutes.
So if you're Wayne, who are you looking to try and get your team back into this?
I think it's got to start with Williams. You've got to go to the one senior on the team who has the experience in the state tournament. You got to rely on her. She had a great first half with 8 points, yet to score yet here, though, in the third quarter.
They'll have a chance to try to chip away. Williams has the ball now, nearly throws it away. Sadie Davis runs in. And we do have a Fab Rats winner, Aaliyah Sawyer. You won the Fab Rats question. The question was, what color is Hunter's Chevy Nova? The answer was blue, and Aaliyah Sawyer was the first to respond with the right answer. So head over or send somebody to the SVC to pick up your Fab Rats t-shirt. Blackburn looks inside to Jones. Jones is another player that could help turn things around for Wayne offensively, but nothing going that time. Castley Wall goes the other way, full steam ahead, and she takes some contact. We'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, and it was a good attack there. Williams for the Badgers got back in time, and it looked like she was going to try to set up to draw a charge, but reached down at the last second, getting greedy there, trying to get the steal.
Even if they didn't get the steal, I do think it's good to make them earn it from the free throw line. You know, you're trying to limit as much scoring as possible from Manila, especially, you know, as they're able to get closer to the basket. You know, so if they're going to score, foul them and make them earn it.
Wall goes 1 for 2 on her trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Blackburn breaks the pressure, goes baseline, hands off to Van Dyke, and finally Van Dyke breaks the nearly 10-minute field goalless drought for the Badgers. And even just one basket, you can feel a little bit of a momentum shift if the Badgers can string together a couple of stops and, make a run at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, we've been talking about this scoring drop from Wayne, but, up until that last basket, it was just a 2-possession game. Now just a 3-possession game. So they're still in it. There's plenty of time left. You got a whole quarter to play after this one ends.
Sadie Davis responds with the basket for Manila. It's
great hustle play.
And a little bit of a mistake there from Timberwood. She had a great hustle play to save it off of Manila, and she thought that it had already gone out of bounds, but it bounced inbounds, and she just caught it underneath the basket. So right call by the officials and a great hustle play from Wood, but just unfortunate she didn't see it, was still in bounds.
Circus shot from Slaw there. Looking like, I don't remember his name. That one guy from the Lakers a few years ago.
Van Dyke, a tough finish. So Van Dyke has strung together a couple of baskets, trying to keep the Badgers within striking distance for the fourth quarter. Jump ball called. We'll give it to Manila.
Yeah, and if you're Wayne, you've got to feel great about only being down by 6 with the struggles here in the fourth quarter offensively, only with 5 points. To still be within striking distance has to be bring a lot of confidence to this Badgers team going late into the third quarter, into the fourth quarter.
Sadie Davis looks up top. A good look for Schofield. No good. Jones grabs the rebound, and we'll have another. It's a foul call, so not a jump ball. A foul call against Sadie Davis.
And that's going to be in the bonus, so Badgers are shooting and 4 fouls on Davis now.
So just like that, you get a freebie heading to the free throw line, 85 feet from the basket. But probably even more importantly is the 4th foul on Sadie Davis, who is so vital to this Manila team. No good on the first free throw for Jones.
And now 1 of 3 is Jones from the free throw line here today.
So an 0 for 2 trip, a chance to trim into the lead. And just like that on the rebound, Wall has some space ahead. Good hustle back from the Badgers to stop the easy layup. Davis goes cross court. Schofield sets back up, and Wall with 15 on the game clock cast off from deep. Jones grabs the miss, works the other way, and decides to slow down to Wood. Inside Van Dyke with 5 on the game clock. Blackburn, a big opportunity. Jones tries to grab the miss and put it in, and she does as the horn sounds. Big play from Jones to help will this Badgers team back in it, down 4, heading into the fourth quarter. This is state championship basketball, brought to you by the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games on 1aball.com.
When you come to Capitol Reef Country in Wayne County, you won't just experience the rural life, hiking, fishing, or ATVing, but you will live it. Capitol Reef Country, Wayne County Tourism, and Wayne County wish the Wayne Badgers success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Give Boulder Mountain Electric a call for all your new and remodel electrical, well maintenance, and contracting needs. Go get 'em, Badgers! Bryan Farm is a proud sponsor of Wayne High School basketball. Check out Bryan Farm for all your farm and ranching needs. Let us service you with fertilizer, fuel, feed, seed, lawn and garden, and much more. Bryan Farm.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of state championship basketball, brought to you by SC Broadband on 1aball.com. And we've got a doozy on our hands for the final 8 minutes as the Badgers look to get within one possession. They come up empty-handed. They haven't been within one possession since the first 30 seconds of the third quarter. Blackburn goes inside to Van Dyke, inside out to Williams, and a good tip sends Slaw the other way for Manila. Jump stop and a good pass inside, no good. The cleanup opportunity is also no good. So a couple of missed opportunities for the Mustangs.
And the Badgers really look re-energized after that to-go basket at the end of the third quarter. They are totally back in this game.
And how about that finish from Macy Jackson? Not a great angle. Good defense, but she's able to get it to roll in. Slaw, no good from three. And just like that, when it seemed like Wayne might be dead in the water in the third quarter, Manila had all the momentum, and they throw it away there. So missed opportunity for Wayne, and Ashlyn Alphen cashes in on the other side. I was going to say they had a chance to tie or take the lead, but I got interrupted mid-sentence by Alphen.
You could still get a 4-point play.
That's true.
Never mind.
Not if you don't have the ball, you can't.
We're just not timely with our words.
We apologize if anybody believes in the announcer's jinx for Wayne. We're not meaning to do any of that. We just like good, close games, and that's what Wayne and Manila are delivering. Manila gifts it back to Wayne.
Yeah, and Wayne coming out here in the fourth quarter in a full court press defense, really giving the Mustangs some fits here on the offensive end, trying to get it across half court.
Blackburn handles the pressure. Blackburn casts for three. She's short. Another stand for Manila.
Great trap.
And Van Dyke rips it away. A strong play. Reverse layup is good. Van Dyke said, I may be young, but I'm good.
Now you got your one possession game.
And Van Dyke, the first player for the Badgers in double digits now with 11.
Timeout by Coach Schofield. We'll take one as well. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese on TeamHive.live.
Brown Brothers Construction offers a wide variety of construction and excavation services. We offer standard and decorative colored concrete to South Central Utah and Northern Arizona. We are excited to announce our concrete pumping service to Kane County, Utah and Coconino County, Arizona. We look forward to our next pour with you. Brown Brothers' success is a direct result of our dedicated and talented employees. If you're looking for a fun and fulfilling employment opportunity, join our team today. Everyone at Brown Brothers Construction wishes all athletes the best of luck in the postseason.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Welcome back to 1A State Championship Basketball from that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you power forward, Zions Bank is for you. Manila clinging to a 2-point lead. They've held the lead for the entirety of the second half after only holding the lead for 1 minute and 10 seconds total in the first half. Slaw's three is no good. Again, she's 2 away from tying second place on the all-time Manila threes list, 4 away from tying first place. So a chance at history this week, but history will have to wait as Wayne looks to claw their way back.
Manila have really allowed Wayne back into this game because of their turnovers. I think that if they want to secure this win, they need to slow down and just, take care of the ball. They still have the lead.
A beautiful pass from Timberwood, and one that we know Michaela Jones wants back, as she had a great look at a layup, not able to go. So Manila fortunate to survive. Sadie Davis, she squares for the free throw line jumper, and why not use the glass from up top?
And Davis now with 12 points, has played well since picking up that fourth foul in this third quarter.
And they force a turnover, so each time Wayne gets it within one possession, has a chance to tie and get back in it, Manila has survived and punched right back. Sadie Davis goes to the bench. Remember, she has 4 fouls. She's had 4 fouls for the entirety of the fourth quarter. Wall attacks Williams. 3 on its way from Schofield. Can't get it to go. Williams pushes the other way. Jones immediately goes to post up, and Callie Bear beats her to the spot, gets the steal, goes the other way on Blackburn, no good, and Jones grabs it on the other end.
Yeah, that was great defense there by Blackburn, getting back on the fast break, forcing up a tough shot for the Mustangs.
Williams has hit 2 of these in the game and make it 3. She trims it to 1 point. And Savannah Williams, the senior, has proven tonight why she is the leader for the Badgers. Manila a chance to respond, and Abby Schofield has no problem. The coach's daughter makes Jay happy with that jumper.
Yeah, it gets her first points of the game in a time that the Mustangs needed it the most.
Van Dyke, a good catch inside. Can't get it to go. Jones follows. Her left-handed layup is good. Back to 1 point game.
And after a slow start to the second half, especially for Wayne, the floodgates have just opened these last couple minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Wayne and Van Dyke there. Just the first foul, though, here in the fourth quarter on the Badgers, so neither team in trouble of getting into the bonus here yet.
Yeah, Wayne went nearly 10 minutes without a field goal, spanning from the second quarter into the third quarter, but they've come alive. Ball fought for. You can see how much this means as we enter into the final 3 minutes of a 1 point game. Jones looking for the Wayne lead, and she converts to get one free. She'll head to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
And just a great move there by Jones. Splits the double team and then gets the and one to go, as she now has 11 points to tie with Van Dyke for the lead for the Badgers.
Jones has stepped up in a big way in this second half. Really, the end of the third quarter is when she's really inserted herself and made a big difference for Wayne. She had the shot with about 2 seconds left in the third quarter. She now has the last 5 for Wayne. So a 2 point lead, timeout taken by Wayne. We'll step aside. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on TeamHive.live.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
At Cache Valley Bank, you get all the options and services without all the hassle. Personal and business banking services. From the professional staff of Cache Valley Bank, go Badgers!
Duke's Slick Rock Grill is a family-owned restaurant in Hanksville. We proudly serve the explorers and adventurers that visit southern Utah. Our slow-smoked brisket, Dutch oven ribs, or a juicy ribeye steak, we look forward to serving you.
Welcome back from that Zions Bank timeout. For banking designed to help you score more, Zions Bank is for you. We just saw the Badgers take their first lead of the second half on the Michaela Jones three-point play. They went over 9 minutes without a field goal. They've had 8 field goals just in the last 6 minutes since then. And just the third team foul, so no free throws. Be side out of bounds for Manila.
Yeah, Wood, they're just being a little too aggressive coming back off that full court press, trying to get a steal from behind and just ended up running through Manila.
Problem with the clock or shot clock, it may seem, as the officials head to the scores table.
Yeah, that's the 4th foul on Wood now. So Wood for the Badgers playing with 4 fouls, and Davis, who checked back in for the Mustangs, with 4 fouls as well.
And this is where we see some of the youth versus experience. Wayne versus Manila. Wayne less experienced in these types of situations. Manila, the same team, has stuck together, and Sadie Davis pieces them back together in the lead. It's a Bryce Canyon City 3 for Sadie Davis. Jones inside takes some contact.
And we'll see. I think they're going to call this on Davis.
Sadie Davis has just fouled out of the game if that goes against her. And it does. So she knocks down the huge 3 to put the Mustangs back in the lead, and has been magnificent today all around, offensively, defensively. And you can see how much that hurts to have to sit the final 2:17 on the bench.
Yeah, she gave it her all. She's going to end the game with 15 points on offense, but countless possessions on defense where she single-handedly stopped the Badgers' offense.
She did what she could to help build this lead for Manila. It's up to the rest of the crew from here on out, and a big stop. Wayne unable to convert on the out of bounds. Pressure from Wayne, handled by Cassie Wall. Wall attacks Wood on the baseline, and a strong finish. It's up to a 3-point game. Cassie Wall steps in the absence of Sadie Davis. Jones to answer back on the other side. No good. Van Dyke. The second attempt is good. Wayne will not go away. It's been a slugfest back and forth. Kate Bambro, she's dribbling in. Coach Schofield decides to take a timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by the Wyndham Macy Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs & Associates at 435-633-5981.
Welcome back. Wayne comes away with a steal on the inbound from Manila. They have a chance to take the lead. That timeout brought to you by Zions Bank, helping you power forward. Williams looks inside to Van Dyke. Knocked out of bounds. Bambro is the one who got the call from Coach Schofield when Sadie Davis went to the bench. She's drawn the assignment down low. Quick inbounds to Blackburn. Too strong. Rebound brought down by Wall. 1 minute to go, 1 point lead for Manila. Van Dyke called for the reach. Just the third team foul.
Yeah, neither team in the bonus yet. Just 5 fouls total called here in the fourth quarter. Van Dyke just her second, so she's not in any foul trouble yet either.
And if you're Wayne, you're very lucky that Manila was not in the bonus. Don't want to let them back in this game.
Slaw has the fast break opportunity off the pressure. Can't convert, but she'll earn a trip to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
And the Mustangs 5 of 8 from the free throw line so far this afternoon. Slaw 1 of 2.
Timberwood fouls out of the game, so she'll head to the bench. We're starting to see foul trouble creep in. Lily Morrill checks in for her. Slaw, nothing phases her. She's been around this game for a while. She's been in the state tournament before. Calmly knocks down both free throws.
Clutch free throws.
Wayne has only hit 2 threes on the afternoon, both by Savannah Williams and both in the first quarter. And out of bounds, Michaela Jones, so back to Manila. Now you play the pressure, try to create some steals, and you may find yourselves in a bit of a foul game. They create some pressure on the inbounds. It's Van Dyke, but she can't hold on to it. A jump ball called favors Manila. Looks like one official signaled for a timeout to Manila. They'll debate if possession was held.
It looked to me like Williams had the ball in her hands by the time the refs blew the whistle.
They'll call timeout given to Manila, so Coach Schofield quick to the timeout call. We'll step aside real quick. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by the Garcane Propane on TeamLab.live.
For over 50 years, Flaming Gorge Resort has offered lodging, restaurant, rafting, RV park, and fishing guides for anyone visiting the Flaming Gorge area. Stop in and see us at Flaming Gorge Resort. Celebrating over 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A Basketball. Providing quality concrete to Paiute, Kane, Garfield, and Wayne counties, the mudders at Garfield Ready Mix are the best around.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout for Big Time Banking with the home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. Manila holds possession in a 3-point lead with 35 seconds left to play. Sadie Davis fouled out after hitting a big 3 to put the Mustangs up 1. And since it's been the rest of the Mustang supporting cast that has held on and built the lead to 3.
Yeah, Manila's going to have the ball here, though. They've had some problems getting out of the front court here against this Badgers press. Badgers can still go for a quick steal here before they need a foul.
Into Bambro. She faces a double. Williams comes up with a jump ball, and it will stick with Manila. So a fortunate break if you're the Mustangs to get possession back. A near turnover. Great play drawn up, and Wall, who had a lane to the basket, will dribble it out and waste the clock. Slaw faces pressure from Morrill up top. At what point do the Badgers start fouling? And Van Dyke feels that she got a clean strip, but the officials say otherwise. Cameron Slaw will go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how long Wayne took to foul. Even if Van Dyke thought she got the clean steal there, they took about an extra 8 seconds off the clock once they got the ball into the front court.
Slaw just barely knocked down 2 free throws at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. And that one rattles out, so a rare miss from Slaw in the clutch. She's so good in these situations.
She just needs one to pretty much secure the game, though.
She rattles that one home. Wayne needs to work fast. Blackburn finds Williams in the corner. She'll fire off, no good. Rebound chased down, Van Dyke. She tries at the three, and they call a foul. Ashlyn Alphen can't believe it. Doesn't matter what she thinks, though. Van Dyke goes to the line for 3 free throws.
And Van Dyke so far today, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. See how the freshman does here.
And this may be one of those situations, does she try to miss the last free throw if she makes this one? Or do you try to make all 3 and maybe get a steal on the inbounds? She misses that one.
Now you have to make it. You can't go for the down 3. I don't think you can go for the miss.
Looks like she tries to make it, and she does. Timeout, Coach Stevens. We'll take a quick break. This is 1A State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Zions Bank on KSLSports.com.
Mom, we're going to Sam's.
Somebody shut the door! Ugh.
We're back from that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you stay in the game no matter where you are, Zions Bank is for you. Now, it may take a little bit of a miracle if you're Wayne, but that's what this time of year is for, right? These instant classic finishes that keep you guessing until the final buzzer.
Yeah, and it's going to start here on the defensive end. Wayne's done a good job here in the fourth quarter in this full court press. It's been a few times where Manila's been able to beat it over the top, but if you're Wayne, you can have a chance to get a quick steal, and you don't need a three-pointer. A two-pointer could send this to overtime if you get the steal.
Manila inbounds to Slaw, and they call a foul, so 1.6 seconds went off the clock. Slaw will have a chance to put it away by making both. Either way, you're going to need some magic for Wayne. A miss and a heave.
Especially in high school where you can't advance the ball off the timeout either. So Wayne's going to have to go the full length of the court in the final 3.2 and get the shot off and to go in.
If you're Slaw, I would almost miss intentionally the second free throw and just waste time having Wayne try to get possession of the ball after the rebound.
I'm a fan of just going up by 4 and ending the game.
Well, I mean, that would work too.
If you make the first, then it's almost a win-win. If you miss the first, then you can kind of welcome in the conversation of possibly missing the second. So now it's a one-possession game no matter what. If you make it, it does give Wayne the chance to inbounds, and they did add 0.3 seconds on the clock. So there's 3.5. Wayne will have to go the length of the court. Slaw makes. Van Dyke inbounds. Williams, the senior. She'll get a look. She casts and no good. Manila survives the last second attempt from Wayne, and they'll move on to face the top-seeded Monument Valley Cougars. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the Rubies In post-game report. Final, Manila 44, Wayne 41.